What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Dixon, your favorite journalist, keeping you abreast of what's going on in the West. And welcome to my new series titled Merch Mondays with Miss Dixon, where every Monday I'm going to be pulling a favorite piece of merch that I've bought in the past and just highlight the merch, the artist or creative who made it, why it's important to me. And of course, I'm going to let you know what the artist or creative has going on. So if you can't see what's going on, we are starting with Mr. Rodney Brown Jr., Mr. Big LA, Mr. LA himself, RJ. If you really are RJ fan, you know RJ's never not outside. You feel me? You can't go anywhere in LA without hearing RJ, and that's a fact. It's actually on the back of this shirt. This is my personal favorite body of work from RJ. First of all, it's self-titled, like Rodney Brown Jr. Come on, you already know when somebody self-titles their project, like it's about to be something. Like, we really got to hear RJ's story. It's like how he became Mr. LA, because like he's LA, but like he's all of LA. Put it all together and you could understand like who Rodney Brown Jr. was. I was also able to attend the album release that he had for this body of work, this album. And it was really dope. Like, they had a whole documentary, they had all his baby pictures up and how he like came to be the nigga that be popping his shit, you feel me? Because on here was the first time that I really heard RJ sonically like cohesive. Like, he was telling his story, he was leveling up, he was sparring up. Sonically, everything was just hidden. Shout out to my guy Larry J. Also, JR, this beat really slap. And of course, all the producers, those are just the ones off the top of my head. But this project, for me, in the discography of RJ, was very special to me and is number one. Like, shit, it just is what it is. I like this motherfucker. I know there's other projects and stuff that people like. Like I said, I even like the bitch tape. Omnio 2 is my shit. Like, stop playing. I'm an Omnio girl as well. But for me to buy this merch, and RJ, if you watching, nigga, you know how much this fucking shirt costs. Like, stop playing with me. And don't act like I'm not a real supporter. Also, let's talk about how I loved this album so much that, yes, honey, I bought two. This is my favorite shirt of the two. It has his baby picture on the back and it has the actual track list. Y'all know I love a good track list. I just want to briefly talk about some of my favorite tracks. The Raid, like, if you've been following RJ, y'all already know, like, he's always been very militant in his style, in his raps, just the way that he carried himself. Like, especially when he hit that dance, like, you already know. I feel like he just started really leading into that shit, like, in the past couple of years, but it's just something that he always did. So to hear that finally on a track with him, I geeked out. I'm not gonna lie. Last Man Standing, I feel like it's a Negro spiritual. Who gonna be the last man standing? Me or you? Me. Big Trophy, big Omnio, big LA, okay? A Bitch with OT Genesis, that definitely went up. That was one of the singles. Stop Playing With Me, a bop. I love when RJ sing. Can I just say, like, I love rapping RJ, but I love singing RJ too. Like, when he get vulnerable, like when he did the bitch tape and like he's singing and stuff, like, I love when he talks to the bitches. I don't know, maybe that's because I'm a bitch, you know. Confessions, him and Bree, I really like when they get together. I don't know if they'll get together again, you know, that's their business, but I'm just saying, like, I really liked that. On My Way Up was cool. Liked him and Roddy on a track together. Fuck It Up, him and Joe Moses, I don't know what's in that sauce, but it never misses. It's the same recipe and it hits every time. Joe Moses and RJ together is like, it's like my mama's pound cake, honestly. Like, it's the same ingredients, the same way every time, but it's just gonna hit every time. Like, it's never gonna miss. They just know what to do when they get on a track together. Special Delivery with Ty Dolla $ign, that's one of them ones. Tonight with Siete, hello. And he's been putting Siete on a few of these tracks recently, so I really like that. Fruits of My Labor with Simba and Jason Cash, like, that was one of them ones. Ghetto with G Perico, like, that was, so he just had a lot of tracks that just stood out, that helped to tell and build the story. When we start to go back in bodies of work for RJ and what was really impactful, I feel like people are going to realize that this was the body of work that set him up for everything else to come. Rodney Brown Jr., I don't care, I'm standing on that. Rodney Brown Jr. is my favorite bodies of work. Does it hold all of my favorite RJ tracks? No, but it's the first, because y'all already know I'm a journalist. I like a story. I like cohesiveness. I like sequence, and all of those things hit harder on this project for me. But I will say that Gangsta Grill's Omnio is a runner-up after Rodney Brown Jr. as far as a body of work and just showing the level up. RJ does have a show coming up September 14th. If you don't have your tickets, stop playing yourself and go get them tickets. I already have my ticket. I just really wanted to show RJ that love, let you know, nigga, I'm coming. Let's talk about the show. I can't get out of here and not talk about the motherfucking show. So September 14th at the Hollywood Palladium is going down. It's RJ and friends. Yes, he's bringing out some friends. Officially on the ticket is Joe Moses, Big Eve, and Lil Veda, and all three of them did just recently drop projects. So, you know, Joe Moses got LA Nights, Big Eve got Light in My City, and then Lil Veda and his bitch Save the Summer. Okay, Save the Summer. Those are the three projects that they each have, all about to do their big 1, 2, and 3. You feel me? So I'm really excited for that. But also what I'm really excited for, if you really LA and you know how this shit go, like, yes, they're officially on the ticket, but you already know it's about to be other niggas in the building. We might get a surprise. Like, you really never know. And that's what I love about these LA shows, and like the camaraderie of a lot of our artists. That's a whole nother conversation that people really don't talk about. People think that the West Coast and these artists just be against each other, and it's not that. Like, it's really love. They pulling up on each other, they supporting each other, they sharing their platforms with each other. Like, I feel like that doesn't get talked about enough, but especially with RJ, and not just at his show. Like, if you look at that nigga's catalog, he's always sharing his platform and showing love and giving an opportunity to the next up. So I really fuck with him for that. Like, I just fuck with RJ, period. Like, everything that he do slap. I hope him and Larry J stay, you know, locked in forever, because they never miss with me. Even if it's something that I don't really like, they still never miss, because they do the job well done. And I love how RJ is always able to, don't come for me, but like, he can give us the same type of shit and wrap it up 15 different ways, and we gonna eat it up 15 different ways. Like, you feel me? Like, so I really love how he's been able to carve his own lane, stay in his lane, and continue to reinvent his lane and get better in his lane, get faster in his lane. Okay, I'm gonna get off of his lane and not get in it, but I'm just saying, pay attention, because I feel like this show at the Palladium, once it does sell out, because we gonna speak that into existence, RJ, they gonna stop playing with you. So when this motherfucker do sell out, like, the next steps after that we see RJ take, I feel like are gonna be some of the biggest that he's ever taken. So I'm happy for him. I'm excited. I'm fucking juiced for the show, honestly. Like, I'm juiced. RJ is one of them rappers. His stage performance, he gonna give it to us. He getting out there having more conversations now. Hopefully, RJ, if you're willing, we can sit down and have a conversation one day. Can't wait to see Vede and Big Eve and Joe Moses. Joe Moses already know what it is. Look, love what y'all niggas do for the city, and I thank y'all. And yeah, we about to turn this motherfucker up. It's about to go up. RJ and friends, Rodney Brown Jr. and friends, Mr. Big LA himself. Stream this project because it's my favorite, but also go stream all of his work, all his bodies of work, and then go stream his friend shit. And then, most importantly, buy a ticket and make sure you have them coins ready, because you know they're gonna have a merch table and I'll probably be there. So if you see me, say hey. And that is a wrap for this Monday's Merch Mondays with Miss Dixon.